It's that coffee. I'm on a 10, and I'm excited because we're picking up our game. Zach, what is that noise? Zach, are you taking a personal call during the show? All right, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to tell this person to call back because we're doing an exciting show here. Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
This is Chris Whalen, CPA. David?
Are we picking up our game? Chris Whalen, CPA on the phone. Where's the applause, Zach? Well, I'm going to give the applause. It's okay. I'll give the applause. Chris Whalen, CPA. You know, it's tax season. What a good idea for Chris to call in. Thank you for thinking of us and calling in this morning. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm knee-deep in tax season right now, though.
Well, I figured if we're going to be able to get you, we have to get you first thing in the morning. And let me tell you something about Chris. It doesn't matter if I call him at 7 o'clock in the morning, 8:15 at night. In fact, I had a situation with a client. I had to give him a call. He picks right up. He is busy. It is tax season. So, Chris, thank you so much for calling in. And we were talking about different things that you're noticing, different things you're coming across while filing taxes. And you had told me something that our listeners should hear about. Let's talk about it.
Well, I do notice that many people do know that you can take medical expenses as a deduction on the federal return. Many don't know you can also take it on their New Jersey return. And I find that many people don't know some of the areas that are deductible for people, and also what the difference is on New Jersey in terms of the amount you can take. So just to give a brief overview, on your federal return, if you're over 65, you can take any amount over 7.5% of your adjusted gross income as a deduction. So let's hypothetically say a couple makes $100,000. Any dollar over $7,500 that they expend on medical, and sometimes seniors easily get to that number, can be deducted on the federal return. Now, on New Jersey, that limit is only 2%. So on a $100,000, a couple making $100,000, anything over $2,000 would be deductible on New Jersey. And there's substantial tax savings that are missed by many clients that I see every day.
Well, that's interesting. Now, for seniors like we're talking about now, what are some different expenses that would they need, say, a doctor's note or anything like that, to put with their tax return to justify the actual deduction itself?
We don't need to attach a doctor's note or prescription, if you will, but we do need to have it in the file for certain things. Some of the things I'll list here that are with a doctor's advice, for example, but you never need to attach a doctor's note to a tax return.
But if you're like audited, you want to have that proof that this particular item that was purchased was recommended by a doctor for their living.
Exactly.
Okay. Can you give us some examples of some items that people could consider as using as a deduction?
Well, one is acupuncture. I've had a lot of clients over the years have a lot of success with many different ailments, from allergies to joint pain. And acupuncture is something that people usually don't think about as a medical deduction. But now that they do know that, they might pursue it. It can give them relief in a different way than going to their traditional doctor.
What about like health equipment, like actual equipment itself that helps them, with exercise? Or maybe like even a bed, a nice bed, something that for proper rest that may be an expensive item. Would that be considered a possible deduction that they could look at? Definitely.
Exercise programs outside the home, exercise equipment, if suggested by a doctor, could be deducted. If you have trouble sleeping, a mattress is usually a very large expense, and if the doctor suggests a certain kind or that you need to replace your mattress, that also might be a deduction. That's a very, very large expense for people that's missed every year.
So people that are considering these as possible deductions should absolutely lean on their trusted accountant, their trusted CPA to see if it's justifiable. And Chris, please, thank you so much for calling in. And I know we have some other items that we want to discuss, but you know what? I'm going to be selfish. I'm going to build the suspense, and I'm going to have you call in for some future shows because this is very useful information. But for now, Chris, how can people reach out to you to get your guidance and assistance?
My main number is 732-673-0510. You could also reach me via my website at www.chriswhalencpa.com, and that's Whalen, Whalen. There you can send me a question, write me a note, request an appointment with me. Those are the two best ways to get me.
Are you taking on new clients right now?
David Crossan clients.
Oh.
I am definitely taking on David Crossan clients.
Lighter side of finance clients? Wow,
Yeah.
You heard it here first. There, see now that's the applause. Chris, like always, thank you for your guidance, and we look forward to having you on really soon, my friend. You have a great day, and get an extra cup of coffee. I'm sure it's going to be a busy day for you.
David, can I mention one more thing?
You go right ahead.
I just want to take a moment and just thank my great staff of CPAs in my office, if I could. Anthony, Joe, Christina, Tyler, and my main assistant is TJ, and they're all working right now as I'm doing this interview. So thank you very much for all your assistance during this tax season.
Zach, I don't know about you, but I'm putting my hands together for that staff.
I like that.
That's awesome. Chris, thank you so much. We'll be talking soon. I'm sure you're going to be getting a call from me at some point today with a tax question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, David.
Well, that was a surprise there, Zach. What do you think?
Yeah, very cool. Good way to start off the morning.
Qualifying for a mortgage.